What's going on, guys? In this video we are getting into 5 things you need to do when you start NoFap, and by the end of this video you're going to know these 5, and it's going to be essential to making sure that you don't relapse and that you actually get the results that you're coming for when it comes to NoFap. Now before we get into that, my name's Keefe. I made this channel to help men create their ideal lives through self-mastery. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell icon so you don't miss tomorrow's video, and let's get straight into it. So like I was saying in the intro, guys, most people really screw NoFap up because they don't understand that there are things they need to take action on immediately when they get started. They simply do this process, they learn, they watch a video, they hear about NoFap, they say, all right, I'm gonna do NoFap, but then they don't change anything about their lives. And so it's like the lifestyle you were living, the environment you were being a part of was conducive to you being, it's typically a porn addict, and if not a porn addict, just a compulsive person when it comes to this area of your life. And so we need to rechange the entire parts of your life so that we can make sure that you can evolve as a person, so that you can get this bad behavior out of your life, and then also get a lot of other things out of your life, because this is going to have a compound effect. If you can get rid of masturbation, if you can get rid of PMO, then you're going to be able to get rid of a lot of other bad things in your life, because you're going to have to change the way you behave in the world. So let's get into it. The first one. All right, the first one, guys, is to delete whatever apps distract you sexually, whether it's Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, Instagram. Just block Pornhub on your phone. There's an app where you can block certain websites from your phone so that you can't go to them, and maybe that will be useful for you. But here's the thing, it's just too easy and too tempting, especially after you've been on this for a few days and perhaps your willpower has gone away. We want to make sure these apps aren't around. If you need to check Instagram for something to do with a business or something like that, how about deleting the app and then re-downloading it every time you need to check it? It's a pain in the ass, but it's way better than getting caught up on a compulsive streak looking through Explore page and looking at a bunch of girls' booty pics and things like that. It's way more effective to do it this way. And here's the thing, even if you don't straight up relapse because of this, it's going to suck up a lot of time. You're going to find yourself completely drawn to it, and the more that you start to focus your energy on these apps and things that were already taking up your time and causing you to be involved in PMO, it's just going to distract your mindset way more. Like, you'll catch yourself while you're doing something else thinking about that, thinking about sex, thinking about masturbation. And so we want to cut that out, and it starts by getting rid of these apps that distract you in the first place. Second thing is to have a legitimate vision for your life when it comes to relationships, friendships, what kind of money are you going to make, how are you going to make it, all these things. What do you like? Where do you want to live? Get real clear on what it is you're looking for so that you have an aim, because you need focus. The key here is to focus on other things, because if you go from PMO to just playing video games, it's kind of useless. If you go from PMO to checking your phone all day, again, kind of useless. The whole point here is to stop a bad behavior so you can become a more successful man in the world. You can feel more like a man. So we need to have a vision, because a man has a vision. So maybe you've got some ideas, but if you don't, get really clear. And even if you do have a vision, get clear, get specific. What is it we're looking for? And start taking some implementable, actionable steps. This will take up more of your time. It'll keep you from being distracted and keep you from wanting to relapse. So it's really important that you have some kind of vision you're aiming for that inspires you. Third thing is to start hitting the gym if you're not already. Getting your body right improves your confidence, your attractiveness, your self-image will completely change, and it's going to make it easier for you to get with real girls. And the reason that's so important, obviously, is because if you have all these girls available to you, you're less interested in pornography. So we really want to get in the gym. This is just going to build your confidence, and again, it's something to focus on other than porn, other than this impulse you're going to be feeling, and it's a way to get that energy out of your body. Also, a man just has a masculine body. Like, it's important to work out and build your body so that you can feel more like a real man. And I always tell guys, when it comes to just self-development in general, it starts with building the body, because you have complete control over it. And once you watch yourself transform your body, you realize that you are the creator of your life, and you can transform any aspect of your life. So maybe you're somebody watching this right now and your body's not doing great, you're not doing well with girls, you don't really have a plan for your life. Well, start by getting that body right. So you get on this NoFap path, and then you get the body right, and you realize you've transformed your life dramatically, and you realize, like, now it's time to go after the business I want or the money I want. It's time to believe in possibility for myself. But it starts with this action. I really think, because in 30 days you could have changed your body in a noticeable way. So it's just completely within your control, and it's something you take action on and focus on other than PMO. Fourth thing I got, pick a new hobby or skill This is going to make you more interesting, and interesting is attractive. Again, it just expands you. You're more likely to meet more people that you can spend time with. A lot of guys who have issues with pornography, especially if it's a major addiction, usually have bad social circles. Either the people they're hanging around aren't good people, or they simply just don't have many friends. A lot of them find themselves very isolated people. So getting around other people, having a social circle, and then having something that you're passionate about that you can get involved in, whether it be like a martial art or learning to dance or playing an instrument or carpentry, just like something that you could find interesting that you could really sink your teeth into. And it's, again, essentially like a lot of what NoFap comes down to is replacing a bad behavior with positive aspects of yourself. If you thought about a person 100 years ago, like it seems like every one of our grandfathers, if you knew him, he usually knew so much, you know. It was beyond just like wisdom of life experience. It was like he knew how to like change a tire, do the oil. Like, I mean, I had a grandfather, he knew how to do anything landscaping, anything with housing, like rebuilding homes, like construction work, all these things. Like it seemed like anytime we needed help with any kind of project, he'd been there, done that. And that's part of being a man, is this wealth of knowledge and ability to do valuable things, and we've kind of lost that in the modern world. So bringing that back in, it makes you more attractive to women, it makes you more interesting, it gives you a passion, gives you more meaning in your life. And again, it also just gets your focus on something other than PMO, or the fact that you're abstaining from PMO. Fifth one I got, this one's really important, guys, is to go meet girls, okay? I don't care who you are. If you're on this and you don't go talk to girls, you don't get girls in your life, you don't either get a girlfriend or just girls available to you, you're gonna relapse. And when you do relapse, you're gonna start relapsing more and more and more, and it's gonna get harder and harder, because it's just like, look, like we're men, we're human beings. I don't think we were designed like some guys who do this hard mode semen retention thing for years on end, who think they're like God or some shit like that, or some Hindu sage type of deal. It's just dumb. Like, we're men, we're meant to reproduce, we're meant to like women, we're meant to be attracted to women, and no one should expect they're going to do this forever. This should be a process of getting rid of a bad habit that's causing a lot of psychological issues, physical issues. It's causing you to miss opportunities in your life to go pursue the things you want, and we're replacing that with just positive traits about yourself and positive hobbies and habits. And part of that should be having women in your life. A man should have women in his life. So go out and meet girls, whether you've got a social circle you can do this in, or go talk to girls in person. And you don't even have to like really make it an issue to, just if you notice a girl in public, just say something to her. Literally start a conversation. You don't even have to start this off by really pursuing her. Just get comfortable with doing this. Feel better about yourself. You'll find, especially on NoFap, that you'll get more positive reception and feedback from these girls, because one part of NoFap is you're going to start to notice more social cues, because you're not going to be so much up in your head, so you're going to realize what was already there. But also, you're just going to have a presence about you of being more masculine, because again, you're not in your head. You feel more confident because you're accomplishing things and doing things as a man in your life. So go out and talk to some girls. Have girls in your life, because that to me is really the key of transcending PMO, I guess you could say. Not to get all like enlightened about it, but like to transcending that part of your life where you were just watching pornography all the time and you were compulsive about it and addicted to it, is to get women into your life, because we need an outlet for this. It's just life. It's just part of being a man, and you're not going to be able to do this forever unless you go find some girls. So I'd recommend you really go do that as well. If you go take on all 5 of these things, I promise you, you're going to have success with NoFap. And really, this is just what it comes down to with most guys, is they just don't do the practices necessary. So then they leave a comment on my board about how they keep relapsing every 2 days. They leave this comment on my videos and stuff, and I'm like, well, what are you doing in the meantime? If you were so compulsive, like I mean, I was very addicted to pornography for a long time, so I understand the compulsivity of it. But if you are that compulsive and you're not putting new habits into your life, it's going to be impossible. So it's really important to make sure you're doing the right steps when you get started. So that's why I wanted to make this video for you guys out there who are struggling to really get started on this path. Like I said, guys, that's all I got for this one. If you got something out of it, be sure to give me a like so I can reach more guys through the algorithm. Also, again, hit the bell icon and subscribe button so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.